So now we've thought about the elements you need to start creating a good study group. I almost feel like calling it your growth hub because that is going to be groups of people growing together. For that, the skills you need are not dentistry. The skills you need are people skills, right? How you empower people, how you give them feedback, all of that. More on that as we go along. But in this video now, I want to talk you through how you can use another part of your study club page on Soltaris to start creating your study club event. And for that, I will use the Sheffield Study Club. Now, when you go to your study club page, you'll have all these sections on, the feed and the discussion and the events and the members and about. And it's literally your page to develop for your local group. In that, you'll have an events area. And in that events area, you can actually add an event, create the event. That's your study club event, right? You can give it whatever name you want, testing event, occlusion evening, learn together, drinks and canapes, whatever you want. You can put a date in it. If you're really being ambitious and you say, you know what, I'm going to hold my study club for 2 days, then you can do end dates. But most of the study clubs are evenings. But remember, you're not limited. You can do your study club for a whole day. You might decide to do it if your group agrees. You might decide to go on a weekend away. I didn't say anything like a holiday, but it could be a study club weekend. You then upload the image. I'm using that, the charming Ian Dunn image again. And it's all about adding these images on, creating your page to look appealing. And once you've added the image, you go on, you put the name of the speaker or instructor who may be leading it, how long this will run for, 120 minutes, 2 hours, whatever. Put it in minutes, it's useful. And a brief description of your study club. That's the first page. That helps you really put together a nice compelling thing that you can share, that you can show people overall. Now you have to go through all these sections. The content section is very important. Of course, it's a single unit. You make it as a live event. You put the description there. All of these things are important because this is the information that will be going into the description page. So that's the first thing. And you choose this bottom option, the live event option, not a video, audio, all the other elements, right? Once you've written all these things down, you go to the e-commerce section. The e-commerce section is where you insert the fees. You might put member fees, or you might put non-member fees, your choice. What we're trying to say is for members, some of the study clubs have said, let's keep it for free because they have paid for their membership. So you can say £10 is going towards food. For non-members, we will all make a commitment to say that we will put a non-member fee of £30. If there are guest passes available, so they can come as a guest for the first one, but rather than them using these guest passes again and again, I think from the second one onwards, minimum £30 is a sensible way to go. You don't need to add this delivery address that is being shown here, but you will have some e-commerce areas. The next bit is the certification, and this you must fill in. This is very important because this is the information that will go on their certificate. And remember, the certificates have to be GDC compliant. So click yes. The credits is how many minutes of CPD that evening will have, normally 60 or 120. Make sure you insert the learning aims and objectives. Very important to do this because that needs to go in, and the learning outcome. And this is key to generate certificate. Remember you can put expiry date, nothing important there. And then go down and say, how are you going to complete the course completion? i.e., when they come to your study club, is it just course completion? They just feel their feedback and get their CPD? Or are you going to put a pass test? Up to you. If you decide to put a pass test to make it a bit more interesting, you can progress on and create questions. You can put a pass mark for them. You can put the text for the question there. What are the 4 elements of X, Y, Z here, I say. and then you save the question having put it in. Once you've saved the question, you can select what outcome you want for them to pass it. You can then start adding choices and answers and then select the right answer. But this certification section is hugely important. Just make sure you don't leave it blank because it has to fit all the GDC elements on there. The one thing missing is the high-level outcome in this video, but that will also appear on this section. Make sure you put the survey questions. We have 5 automatic survey questions there. Was this video useful? What are the aims and objectives met? What were the good points? What aspects can be improved? Feedback is needed in order to give someone their CPD certificates. You can add as many feedback questions as you want. It's entirely your choice, but that's there. You then go and put categories, and the categories are the learning goals. Remember, Dentinal Tubules has over 2,000 questions as learning goals embedded within topics. So first, you find the relevant topic, could be perio, or periodontist, could be anything. And then you'll see all the goals related to this topic that appear, and you tick them away. Select the next topic, next goal. You can probably do up to 4 or 5 goals. The advantage with this is anyone who's got that goal in their PDP will automatically be pinged on there. When you've done all of this, you finally make sure all the bits are in. You can go through each of the tabs should you wish. You can go into settings to put your capacity because your venue you choose may have limited capacity. You can enable waiting list. Tick the GDC high level outcome in the settings and make sure all the bits are filled in, all 6 sections. Finally click on those 3 bits and click on view, and there you go. Your study club event on your study club page has now been created. It's good to go. Now you have a page, a link you can share for people to register. The next video, I'll show you how you can share that link, how you can market your study club event, etc. But creating this event on the Tubules page is very important, and in this video we have gone through that. I hope that's been useful. Don't hesitate to get in touch with us should you have any questions or anything, any queries to be able to enable this, especially those of you who may be starting out as new. Thank you very much.